Guys, normally I do time lapses. I just posted one of what I'm making. It's for an upcoming prop for one of my new costumes, and you guys have seen kind of a sneak peek of it on my Instagram. I don't know if I've posted it on here. I don't think I have. But so a while ago I had made some really cool things. So I paint there you go. I paint all the flower. Why can I not make it in the middle of the screen? Anyways, so I painted flower pots, and I'm doing an upcoming shoot with this costume. I'll show you. Yeah. So it is my Christmas ivy made out of poinsettias, and I decided to make a prop for it. And I got my girl Meg here to help me. She's new working with thermoplastics. She's worked with worbla a little bit. She actually introduced me into them, but I've done more work with them than she has in the past year. So she's kind of baby steps back into the groove. So on my time lapse, which I just posted, you see me covering these, which is actually pink foam, covered with worbla. And in case you haven't clued into what it's going to be, it's going to be a Venus flytrap. Because it's cute. And it's going to go in here. God damn it, in here. Yay, she wins. Nope. I win. Okay, yeah, so it's going to go in here. So I'm going to actually walk her through a couple processes of covering this. Bear with her. See what she does. But she's going to actually, I'm going to trade you spots so you can come stand over here. So I've actually pre-cut shapes. These ones will, and I did one backwards, so, but this will actually fit, that's the backwards one, on this one. Perfectly. And all she's going to do is attach this on there, and then we're going to walk through a couple more processes of making the leaves. So I'll let you go and heat that one up. Let me move my stuff. And then, yeah, wish her luck. So you can turn it on high, yeah. So she's going to heat it up, and then we're going to walk her through it because she's new to it. So anybody who's new to it, don't be afraid of it. You can't really mess it up. Oh, my hand! She just makes me have a heart attack. Oh my god. I hate you.
You love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, don't worry.
Heat both sides. She's a professional.
I'm a professional.
Okay, don't do that. Safety first. Anyways, okay.
Who wants safety? No.
Me.
That's where condoms come in handy. But this, you don't need this kind of thing.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that should be good. So shut your heat gun off. And then you're going to take this and you're going to put on top of that. I'm just going to tell her what to do.
I'm going to mess it up.
Oh.
I'm going to mess it up. That is why I'm
so
really
anybody
here.
who has yet to work with thermoplastics, my lights are really bright in the background. I don't think I can change that or you won't be able to see us. But anybody who's worked with thermoplastics, they do it really, really hot. If you have heat gloves, it's better to work with. It'll save your fingers and be a lot better. Trust me, I burn myself all the time.
But who wants fingerprints anyways? Seriously. More crimes!
So she has heated up and stuck it on, and it's pretty good. If you find, okay, so this is what it looks like. If you find that you are still flimsy or anything like this, you can reheat it, and you can always push it back on. I told her not to worry about this right now, because what's going to actually happen is I'm going to heat it, and I'm going to shove it into these cracks like that, and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to Dremel it out and sand it down to be pretty. So I'm not too concerned about that. We figured we'd shoot this quick and give you guys some simple instructions on how to do it. So you can go ahead and do the second one. This is the brown warbler. It is scratchy. I don't know if you can hear that. It's almost like sandpaper feel. I've worked with this more than I've worked with anything else. I like it, but it does need to be primed and painted and everything to get rid of that roughness. I hate sanding. Really hate sanding. But in the end, it's worth it.
What? You love sanding?
Oh my god.
You love sanding?
She's going to give me a heart attack. Welcome back. I need a drink. Excuse me. So anyways,
you love me.
One of my girlfriends came over and sanded my Scorpina helmet. You ready? Yeah, so this is what it's like when it's like heated. It's very flimsy.
It's like bologna. But fun bologna. Yes? No? I don't know. I think it's fun bologna.
I guess. Hey, do you think warbler's like bologna when it's heated?
No.
The answer
Whatever.
was no.
Batman, you know nothing.
Bologna's delicious. Warbler tastes bad.
Bologna's delicious and warbler tastes. Why are you putting warbler in your mouth?
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Until you ask someone you love.
You're messing up the song.
No, you're messing up the song.
You are.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Cool. Okay, so these two pieces are covered. And the cool thing about worbla is it is sticky. So what'll end up happening is, I'm not going to push it right now because it'll stay, is we'll attach these two like this, and then they'll be stuck. So how cute is that? It's going to be super cute. I'm really excited. You're doing the way. There we go. My hands don't rotate that. So here, see how like you can see some of this pink? Don't worry about that because this actually stretches. So as you heat it, you can pull it and it will close those seams, which is really cool. So the next thing I'm going to show her, because she's still new to working with a lot of things, I've worked with a lot of foam as well. And so I pre-did this sleeve. I don't know if you can see the textures and everything of it. It's just normal craft foam that you can buy at like your local craft store, or here you can buy it at Just Because in Sherwood Park, which is the most amazing cosplay store supplies ever. I love those people. Anyways, you guys have seen me bragging about them quite a bit, so they're amazing. But you can get sheets like this there. They come in rolls, so this is what I use for all my armor templates and stuff, so then that way you can cover it, it's good to go. So anyways, I made this leaf for my little Venus flytrap, and it will eventually go in the back of them, see? So it'll be super cute. So we're going to make a couple of these. So I have foam, she just has to cut it because I'm kind of a cow and didn't make templates. Yeah, it's a little...
Don't hit yourself.
I know, I'm going to punch myself right in the face.
I know you are. It's going to be funny. I'm waiting for you to punch yourself in the face. That, in itself, is entertainment.
Rude. So go ahead and trace out one leaf there. I think the pencil's right there. Just watch the heat go. And then
you don't want to get burned.
So she's going to draw out the leaves, and then she's going to cut them out, and then I'm going to show you a really cool trick of what I've learned. Like I said, I'm not a pro. I kind of learned on my own, but there is some really cool classes and stuff at Just Because cosplay supply store in Sherwood Park that offer classes for EVA foam, for thermoplastics, for sewing, for a lot of things, and it's really freaking cool and decent priced, and it's all local cosplayers who run the classes. So she's going to cut out the leaf. And you guys, we're going to do the sandwich technique with these ones because with this one we just obviously put the foam, put the worbla over it, and it's good. Technically a sandwich technique, but not really. When I first started working with worbla, I made her armor actually for her warrior Snow White. And I did sandwich technique, which is a piece of worbla, piece of craft foam, and then another piece of worbla. And I don't like that as much. Excuse me, I found a lot of waste and a lot of excess worbla that you don't need to use, because who's going to see the back of your armor when it's touching your calf? It really makes no sense to me. And I mean, worbla is not crazy cheap, so why would you want to double up on your worbla use on something nobody's going to see? Makes no sense. So, okay.
Yeah.
So she has now cut the template, and then I'm going to get her to actually make the leaf pattern on here, and all we're going to do is we're going to use
sharp objects. It's a horror movie!
Oh wait, that was like an ambulance noise.
What horror movies have you been watching?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know.
Fail at life.
Oh look it, I got fans writing me messages. Yes, the poutine does look like a heart attack waiting to happen, but it's amazing. Do not judge me.
So good.
Do not judge me.
So good.
So
heart attack on a stick.
It's amazing. Honestly, if you guys have never had a poutine, like a legit poutine, you have to try one first off. Second, you have to add donair meat onto it. And third, I get like the spicy fire one, so it's like sriracha sauce, and it's like a level 10, so it's the hottest they make it. So the meat's red. Instead of brown meat, it's red. She's a baby. So,
I'm a giant baby.
So
I do not like spice, or else I will be in the hospital.
Yeah.
So I like slathering mine with barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Baby.
Why not?
Tougher.
Look at this face. It's awesome.
So, knife by my face. Safety first. Okay, so I'm going to get her to take this, and we're going to make the marks on the leaves. So when you do this, don't cut all the way through. Just kind of drag it. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect unless you're that picky and really want your leaves to be 100%, up to par. You can use a ruler. You can use measuring tools. You can do whatever you want. I generally just eyeball it. I'm not too crazy picky. So, I mean, it's a prop. It's going to be something that's going to be put up on a shelf after, so it's not a big deal. Okay, cool. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Let's see if it'll... a little bit. Let's block that light. Where's that light? There it is. There we go. Can you see it at all? I don't know. Probably not. Oh, a little bit. Okay, so she scored it. Oh, there we go. And it is, like, you can see when I bend it that it's kind of cut through. But the cool part is now she's going to take the heat gun and she's going to heat this up. Don't overheat it because you will burn it. Just kind of put it on low and just run it over top of it a little bit. The really cool thing about this is the heat will actually pop, like spread the foam apart. So then you'll have a better texture to your leaf and deeper grooves. So then when you cover it with worbla, you can actually put the grooves on and they'll be indented like a normal leaf would be. So
there you go.
Yeah. See, cool. So yeah, so see, now you can see it like way, way better without me even trying, which is really cool. But the black one's probably easier to see. Yeah. So see, so when you heat it up, you get those big, huge lines. So now you get to do the fun part. So woo! On the counter is a piece of worbla. So I made a big piece for her. All you have to do is you have to take your leaf part and you put it on top of your warbler.
Excuse me. Thank you.
And because we're doing the sandwich technique, we want a little bit of excess past the foam. You don't have to go crazy amount. So like, I don't know, maybe like here. So just like a teeny tiny bit because we're going to squeeze it together. And then eventually I'm just going to take it and I'm going to sand it down so that I have my seam sealed. So I'll show you. I'll trace the first one.
Bankers, military high-ups.
Well, you told me that.
Hey, cut me some slack. You called me like 4 days ago.
I called you 4 weeks ago, Frank.
There. So just like that. And then if you want to make it really easy, you can cut out this one first and just use it as a template to cut like 3 more. So I'm going to show you guys this too. So if you mess up, like on my pink foam, you can't really see it anymore. Well, you can here. See how there's this seam here? I actually used the pink foam and then I had to glue it together to give it that extra thickness and stuff and then sand it down. So I used this really cool styro goo from the Hotwire Foam Factory. I bought this at Just Because as well. They recommended it and honestly, it's an amazing product. Before I was like, I don't know what I'm going to make. Like my Scorpino was the first time I ever used pink foam. So for me, I was like, I don't know what to use. I tried a whole different types of epoxies and glues, kept eating my foam. So I was like, whatever, I'm carving it down. So there was like huge gaps and stuff in between my layers. Now that I've found this and was smart enough to ask questions, because questions are key, and if you have any, you need to ask your friends. If you have people who craft and do cosplay stuff, it's always good to ask because sometimes they know things and, you know, tips and tricks that you would never thought of, like the hot wire tool. I got it and I don't know what the heck I was doing without it. I found out actually from the owner of Just Because. She had helped me make a sword and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use pink foam, I'm just gonna carve it down and blah blah blah. And she's like, that takes forever, why are you doing it that way? Why don't you use this tool? And so she brought it over and I was like, oh my god, like oh my god, so much better, so much easier. If you guys have not seen the hot wire tool, I have used it in a couple of time-lapse ones. I don't think I've actually like used it other than in time-lapse, which is really weird, but my favorite tool from it is, I'm gonna reach is this one. And it's kind of like if you've ever had like a cheese knife, so it has like the wire, and it just like slices through really quick, and it's super easy. Use heat-resistant gloves so you don't burn yourself, because I'm good at that. So yeah, so here's one of our leaves, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is kind of the idea. So just enough that, you know, you can mess with and play with and make sure that it's sealed. Once that's done, we are going to heat them up and put them on the leaf. I'll only get her to do one while we're videoing because, I mean, pretty sure you guys don't want to watch like a 25-minute, 30-minute video, and I'm not really going to edit this.
Why not, Ashley?
Because, I mean, seriously, who'd want to watch us for that long?
But what if she was wearing something sexier? Boobs out, maybe? I don't know. Just saying.
Marvel. Marvel's cute.
Yeah, but your boobs aren't out more.
They
What if
usually-
I told you, lady, get those tits out?
Yeah, see, mentor. Okay, so
I'm just helping the fans out, okay?
So what we'll do is I'm going to heat that one up. And we'll do the top side first, and then we'll do the bottom side. So I wonder if my tools are up. Heating warbler, heating warbler.
We're heating warbler, we're heating it up.
We should not craft together. We sing a lot.
We're heating it
Okay,
up.
let's see. Okay, perfect. Whoa.
Wowza.
Okay, so I missed the top.
Whoa, why are you messing? I heat it perfectly, and then look what happened. She ruins it. Seriously.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forgive you. Tits McGee.
Okay, so anybody who does not know about the Tits McGee story, let's run that one.
Let's run it. Yeah, let's just run that by.
Okay, you heat that one and I'll tell Tits McGee.
Yeah, this is Tits McGee. Because, seriously.
Heyo! So, we went to Portland, and we met up with some amazing people. I love meeting new people at cons, and we needed a place to sit, and there was this table, and there was like 2 chairs free, but you know, if you've ever been to a con and you see people sitting at tables, you look at them and they're all like, nobody's looking at you, no eye contact, no nothing. And there's this real sweet lady, and she was like staring at us as we were walking by, not staring like creepy stare, but like, just like, oh, like blah blah blah, checking us out. We had our costumes on and everything, so I mean, we're used to that. And we were like, can we sit with you? And she's like, sure. So we sat down and we started talking, and we got into being like kind of really interested in interesting conversations, I should say. Woo! Oh, I dropped it. And so what ended up happening was she's like, yeah, have you guys ever been here? Blah, blah, blah. And we're like, no, we're from Canada. And everybody asks us the weirdest questions from Canada, like, you know, is everybody really obsessed with Tim Hortons coffee? Is,
yes.
What's another one that they always ask us?
A. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Why do you guys always say A? Well, I've never said A in my entire life.
You know what's
unless
funny?
it's to mock
No.
people.
You know what's really funny?
Hey.
We always claim we never say A.
No, we don't.
But
We don't.
every time that somebody asks us if we say A, we respond with, no, we don't, that's silly, blah, 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 stereotyping, blah, blah, blah. And then about 10 minutes down the road, we say A in a conversation because in our head, it's stuck in our head now. We can't get it out. So anyways, back to the Tits McGee story. We ended up going to the costume contest in Portland. And if any of you guys have watched, what's it called? That cosplay TV show. Oh, I'm in space.
Here's a cosplay.
Here's a cosplay. There we go.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Jesse, he was actually at the costume contest in Portland, and I was kind of really stoked. But I had been in a corset for, oh gosh, I think I got in it at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
You and I were both in corsets that entire day.
Yeah, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and had spent most of the day. And yes,
that's pretty much, I think I stripped mine off.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. It was just like an underbust, and so I stripped that bad boy off. I'm like, I'm done.
We went to the costume contest, and she had saved us some seats, which was really super sweet of her.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We go and sit down, and she had already taken off her underbust, so she was like sitting up nice and blah 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 and chit chatting, and I was exhausted and I couldn't sit, so I leaned.
Sitting up nice by like sitting back like a man and just letting everything hang out.
So I'm like leaning so far back on the chair that my ass is like on the edge of the seat and my shoulders are at the top, so I'm pretty much like. And they were talking, and I could hear them talking, and she forgot my name, and which is fine. I mean, we just met them like 3 hours prior. And she was talking to somebody, and I was sitting there, and I could hear that she was struggling for my name. And without even thinking, because this is the type of person I am, I sat straight up, didn't see who she was talking to, sat straight up and went, I'm Tits McGee! And I looked over, and it's a dude. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's introducing me to this guy, and I just claimed I'm Tits McGee.
But, I mean, come on, you guys know her.
Yeah, so
Tits McGee.
Long story short, from that moment on that night, I was known as Tits McGee. I got his number, but I was known as Tits McGee, so it was really, really quite interesting. Yeah, so I don't think I'll live that one down. So anybody who thinks that I just act ridiculous for no reason, and I'm faking it,
no, she's ridiculous all the time. I can attest.
Okay, so we have now covered it, and you can see some of the texture. I'll go in with a tool and actually push down, but that's how we're going to make these. And so once that's done, we'll trim them up, sand them up, and they will be on the ivy. So stay tuned. I will post more time lapses and hopefully more videos. And then when it's done, maybe I'll do a priming painting video. I've never done one of those. I did like a small one, but it was just teeny tiny. But yeah, so there's so many projects coming this year. If I go to Vancouver, Poison Ivy will be coming with me. So I'm really excited about that. But anyways, guys, we're gonna go because, you know,
woo! Party!
we got stuff to do.
Yeah, partying and drinking. So.
Okay, have a good night. Bye.